Do you want to open?
Listen, I want to greet you all on this momentous evening. This is 2022. It is the second Monday. I'm excited to see you all. You all look so great. And it's, I mean, you know, and it's an exciting time. And I want us to take a moment to reflect on what we've come through, and, you know, and also to reflect and remember those that we've lost, and also to look forward to tomorrow. Are you excited about tomorrow?
Yes.
Are you excited about tomorrow?
Yes.
Come on, tell me some green. We're talking about green lights all the way. Moving forward.
Yes.
Forward. It's going to be a great year. I can see it in your eyes.
Yes.
I can see it in your eyes. I'm so happy that you're here with us. And I hope and pray that something is said and that will inspire you, that will give you courage and inspiration about tomorrow, and that you could see into tomorrow with great hope and anticipation. You know, it's an amazing time. I'm sitting on pins and needles of how exciting this new year is going to be. You know, it's going to be an amazing year. I can see it. I can feel it. I can almost taste it. I can taste it. You know, scripture that says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see, you know, and I've decided that, you know, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. And I encourage you to be as well. So with that being said, I just want to delightfully invite you and understand that we're inspired by you, and that we know and we can see that you're going to have a great year. 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 Get ready. It's going to be a great year.
Yes.
So with that being said.
So over to you, Tamisha.
Okay. I'm the owner of Blessed Phlebotomy and Mobile Healthcare, LLC. We're just starting. Hopefully, I was hoping to launch in January, sometime in January, but since I have COVID now and I'm under the weather, I can't really launch off like I want to. So things will be progressing hopefully in February. That's what the aim is.
Well, we need the mobile treatment.
Go ahead. Just believe it.
Just believe it. And you can kick COVID, by the way. There's a lot of people that are afraid of it, but you can survive it. There's a lot of people, it's got a high survival rate. So you'll be okay. Just quarantine and lots of liquids. And if you're ordering food from a restaurant, just reheat it so that if any germs have come along the way, you just get rid of them. And I use microban quite a bit. I find that it really helps sanitize everything. So you'll be fine. We'll pray for you later. So welcome.
Thank you.
So Donald has all these wines. So yeah, tell us all about it.
Oh, hi guys. You caught me when I'm not in front of my windshield. My name is Donald Brumfield. I am co-owner of Portfolio Group LLC. We are a smooth jazz lifestyle and entertainment group. And I'm also co-owner of Shoe Crazy Wine NC, the North Carolina branch of Shoe Crazy Wine, which is a woman-owned wine brand, currently in 6 box stores in 5 states. We started both of these entities up from scratch about 7.5 years ago. So I've seen both sides of the struggle. And small business, I'm here to support small business by, you know, telling my story of how we got to where we're at. And the journey is just beginning. And, you know, whenever I can network or get with groups that are on that same path, I have no problem with dumping my knowledge out to help if I can. And my palm is never up. Those from Chicago would know what that statement means. Because if we don't support us, nobody will.
Well, we have a lot of fraternities and sororities in this group. And so we definitely want to introduce you to them, and they're always doing fundraisers, and maybe you can do some with us as well. We have a lot of
we do that also.
Charity groups in this group. So we just raise money. Nancy can tell you about the about the AKAs, and with Grover Jackson, we're doing a pecan fundraiser. So I'll talk to you offline about maybe doing some events. So
Okay,
we'll bring
sounds good.
Donna back in a bit, but our wonderful Queen of Goldsboro, Mrs. and Deaconess Ernestine Wooten and Nancy Core Wooten are here, and tell us all about AKA, tell us about yourselves and any more fundraising initiatives this year. Oh, you look mighty fine.
Hey, hey, good looking. How are you? Good to see you. Can't hear you though. Can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can now.
Yes.
Well, yes, I am Ernestine Wooten, and I'm happy to say that I am a public. I enjoy serving people, and I look forward to listening and finding out what more I can do.
Well, welcome, 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 and Happy New Year.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Nancy?
Happy New Year to all, and this is my mother, and we are proud to be a part of this Global Trade TV. We are supporters of each and every organization, individual, group, person in here. We do what we can to support, and as Reverend Brunson said, we are members of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, and we are always looking for fundraising ideas, Mr. Brumfield. Yes, and so, and anyone else that would have something that possibly we could do. We have an HBCU initiative, Historically Black Colleges and University. And at this point, we have a new president has come in, so I'm not sure if she will continue to use me as one of the chairmen of that group. But we are always looking for a way to raise funds for our historical Black colleges and universities.
And you're located in Greensboro?
Goldsboro.
Goldsboro.
Yes.
Oh, I've been down there many times. We
wonderful.
definitely need to have a conversation.
Okay.
Where are you located, Donald?
I'm in Holly Springs, but my territory is the whole state of North Carolina.
Okay.
Oh,
I
great.
know Holly Springs.
Yes.
Know Holly Springs.
Yeah,
Very
that
good.
Sam's Club in Goldsboro carries our product.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
Very
Yes.
good. Very good.
Well, we're
Wow.
planning a wedding event, and so we've got a lot. We'll talk to you offline
Mhm.
about a lot of different things we're doing.
Mhm.
So Lakeisha Wampler, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell us about your
Hello.
business and what you do, and tell us what you're expecting from this group.
First of all, I want to gain knowledge and hopefully network and learn more and get my name out there better. I have a sweet treats food truck, and I make everything custom, and it's made out of a certified kitchen. I cook pound cakes, cookies, pies. My peanut butter is really popular. I have fancy nuts as well. So yes.
Wow, we love food trucks, especially
do.
with COVID.
We do.
You know, we really like sweets and lovely, lovely, lovely. Yes, we can do a lot with food trucks. Yes, so that's awesome. So can't wait to hear. Now, Regan is one of our oldest clients and big supporters of our group. Regan, can we see you? Do you want to quickly introduce what you do? Regan?
Hi, everyone. Greetings, everyone. I hope everyone is having a productive 10 days of this first new year. And Happy New Year. Yes, I do several things. I am in the insurance arena, have been in that arena for 34 years. That's what I do. And also I have a company called Seniors in Need Programs, where I help seniors with their medicines, Medicare, and that type of those areas. And as well, I'm just something else that we have added to our portfolio is what we call the Funeral Assistance Program, where we actually can assist families in taking care of funerals, 7 of them for $60 a month. Yep, that's what we do. And also we help with those who are needing dental and eye or even some health coverage. And because you cannot get it, cannot afford it, because it can be very expensive, we do that as well. So we're just on the spectrum of anything that we can possibly do to help people, help small business, maybe get some benefits for the employers that they would not be able to do, on a broader spectrum. So we're just here to make the load a little bit lighter for employers and individuals at large.
Wonderful. I know I need to talk to you about dental, so we need to get together soon. So that's awesome.
Sure.
I see we got Sebastian joining us. Hi, Sebastian. We're just doing
Hello.
We're doing perfect timing. We're doing quick introductions. So tell us about you and tell us what you do. And
Well,
welcome.
I
Happy New
I
Year.
was sent this link by a friend of mine. I honestly didn't know what it was about, but it had a nice ring to it title. So I figured anything that can be a blessing to our businesses is always welcome. And I guess
welcome.
that, always, getting to meet people that want to better themselves is always a good thing. And you never know where the blessings will come or where you can give out blessings.
Feel the energy, Sebastian. Feel the energy. Gonna get big.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here. I'm like I said, and I hope that this doesn't offend anybody. I don't know what this is about, but I do believe in looking into it and hopefully it's something that I can bring value to. So yeah.
The pictures of food on the wall. What are they?
I'm sorry?
The pictures of food behind you. What are those pictures?
Oh, I don't know. They just came with the house. No, they're seashells.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been working remotely since this whole thing started. I was one of the people that used to say, when friends of mine used to tell me, "Oh, you got to check out this Zoom thing. You can expand your business." I was like, "Yeah, that's nonsense. I'm all about kneecap to kneecap." And then,
what's your business?
I'm a regional vice president with a company called Primerica. I do financial coaching.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome. So that's exactly what we do. We do networking. We let businesses get to know one another, and we record and then we broadcast so that you get more people from social media. And we have several VIP groups on Facebook. We're just introducing a directory and calendar. And so if anyone wants to get up with me, if you like what you see, we'll have a one-on-one and we'll share with you different ideas of how you can market your business through us. One of the things we do is we encourage you to use the chat so you can write your business information, your website, so people can contact you directly. So over to our keynote for tonight, which is Colonel Donna Four, and she is going to help us set some goals for today and for the new year. And I think this is a very important topic for any business owner to have an action plan. So Donna, we are looking forward to your presentation.
Before Donna gets started, I encourage you all to stay on tonight, because after the presentation and we finish, we're going to finish with a special blessing for each business. We're finding the tools, the tenacity, and the focus for a blessing on your business tonight. And so if you're looking for a blessing for your business, stay on for the complete finish. And we have some special recognitions that we want to make sure we identify. Okay?
So over to you, Donna.
So welcome, everybody. It's great to meet some new people. I'm glad you've chimed in tonight. And Sebastian, just so you know, this is a very warm, cozy group. If we're having a problem or a challenge with our business, we can share it here, and in a very collaborative and easy fashion, help to solve each other's problems. So that's really why we're here, is just to provide a safe space to talk about business issues, solve problems together. So I think you'll find it beneficial to be here. to listen to the presentations, to collaborate with your other business owners, and to just, benefit from hearing all the ideas. So I think you'll enjoy being with the group. So welcome. So, and also for you, Reagan, as well. I think, Reagan, we've seen you before. Your name sounds really familiar to me. So I think you've been with the group at least once before. So,
Indeed. Yes,
well,
ma'am.
just a little bit about myself, as Claire mentioned. Okay, great to see everybody. So as I was saying, I am a retired Air Force officer. For the people that live in North Carolina, I work Bragg, obviously, and then also at Seymour Johnson. So I had a lot of time there in North Carolina. I was an intelligence officer in the Air Force. And then I met my late husband there in the Raleigh area. So I have a real soft spot for North Carolina, and I enjoy being down there and visiting with friends. So you're very blessed to live there if that's where you're living right now. I live in Virginia, but again, I have a lot of strong ties to North Carolina. And I'm really pleased and honored to know the Brewingtons. And nobody knows more about helping businesses out of their way to create this group. They pivoted from their normal in-person style to now doing it on Zoom, and they've done a masterful job. So I commend them for that. And you've got my thanks for that, Claire, for doing that for us. So
Well, thank you.
tonight,
We're recording this slideshow, correct? We're recording?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Because it's not tied to
Yeah.
any company. Yeah, it's fine. It's not, yeah. As Sebastian and Reagan know, when you're in the financial world, there's just a lot going on right now. We've ended 2021, we started 2022. 2022, I'm tongue-tied tonight. So it's a good time to look at goals, whether they're financial goals or personal goals. Bye, Donald. We'll see you later. We'll reach out to you later. It's just a good time to reset your clock and figure out what's going on with your life. And this is meant to kind of provide some probing questions and get you to think. If you want to take out a blank sheet of paper right now or a notebook, feel free. And obviously, Claire or I can share these slides if there's something in there that particularly appeals to you and you want to go into more conversation about it. We're happy to do that for you. So my primary job is I work as an insurance agent. I recently left another company and just started with Mutual of Omaha, which, as you know, is a very old company. Most people have heard of it. So if there's anything I can do in that realm, let me know. I'll put my contact information in the chat. But tonight, we're not talking about Mutual of Omaha. We're talking about goal setting. And I want you to think about your goal setting as your personal action plan. Goals are fine, but you have to execute them. So we're going to talk about a way for you to think about setting some goals and then taking them to the next step. Next slide, Claire. And I hope that what we've outlined tonight is just a general course goals, but sometimes it helps to start with at least an initial idea of where to start. So these are some of the things we're going to talk about today. I've thrown vision boards in there because we often get asked about those. And if there's any interest in the group in doing a vision board, we can do that. Claire and I have actually done that before, and it was pretty successful. So we'll talk about some first steps, getting an idea of what your categories are for your goals, some themes, how to get ready, when you should review your goals, the law of attraction, we'll get into that later, some fundamental elements of your goal setting plans, how to do the goal setting, and then some final steps. So I'm going to move through here fairly quickly. Some of this is probably stuff you've heard before, so this should be a reminder. And again, if you want to follow up on anything, just let me know. Next slide. So what is a vision board? Some of you have probably heard of these. Maybe you even have a vision board. So it's meant to be something visual, right? It kind of takes your goals and puts them in a more visual framework. Normally in a vision board, you're going to have affirmation statements. You'll have pictures of places you want to be, or a picture of a house you hope to live in, or a car you hope to own, or a business you hope to create. So it's a way for you to create a visual image of your life and your goals on a big piece of poster board that you can then remove some of the photographs and replace them with new ones. So it's meant to be adjustable, and you can obviously make updates to it anytime you want to. Now, there is something known as a vision board and something known as a dream board. They're very similar, but with one distinct difference. A vision board is meant to have short-term goals, no more than about a year. A dream board could be a dreams for your entire life. It could be your bucket list, so to speak. It can be all of your long-term goals and aspirations. Say you always wanted to learn how to dance and you never did that. That could go on your dream board. Your vision board is going to be something a little more shorter term, where you're really talking about something that you hope to achieve in 3, 6, or 12 months, right? And your vision board is going to be very frequently updated. You're going to look at it probably every month or every quarter at the latest. But your dream board, you might only look at that once a year, because it's meant to be sort of a lifetime board of where you dream your life is going and how you want to get there. It's not meant to be a short-term vision board. Next slide. And again, if you guys ever want to set up a vision board session, we can certainly do that. Like I said, we've done it before, and it can be highly effective. So here's some first steps. So the first thing, if you're taking notes right now and you've got your piece of paper in front of you, or if you want to take a picture of this slide, that's fine too. You need to define the categories or the themes of your life, right? And what really matters to you the most. For most people, it kind of goes in this order. And this is not any particular priority, but just ways to think about your life. So home is very important to people, their family, their relationships, close friends, colleagues, people they work with. Their health is usually close to the top of the list of things that people are concerned about. Their work, right? Work-life balance is a term we hear often. So that's another part of initializing these first steps, is understanding that. Your spirituality, for most people, that's an important part of their lives. And then for some people, something like travel, just doing something fun, so I put travel here. Your fun thing could be something totally different, right? It's really meant to be customized. I just did these down here because these are the common ones I hear from people. So at least started, you've thrown them down on a piece of paper. You're going to change them, but you've got some initial themes set down for what you want to work on in terms of 2022 goals. Okay. As you're doing this, remember that these are not set in stone. You can change these as often as you want to. But here's the first thing that you've really got to do. And this is the hard part, right? You've got to do a self-assessment. If you're going to set new goals, you kind of need to know where you're starting from. Where am I at right now with all these things? And I've thrown down just the ones that came to mind for me. Your body, your fitness, your wealth. Where am I at financially? Am I making my goals? Do I have all the things done that I said I was going to do by this age? My relationship, how am I doing with my family, my friends, my coworkers? How am I doing with my career? Was I planning to start a new business, and am I on track to do that, right? Or was I planning to stay in this job but pivot to a promotion or some other opportunity that I haven't done yet? How am I with my heart or my love life? What am I really passionate about? A lot of people struggle with this. They know there's something that they really want to do and they're passionate about, but they haven't done it yet. So be honest about that and where you're at with that kind of opportunity. My mindset, what most people fall down on in terms of goals is mindset, right? They think they're ready, but they're really not, or they think they're well prepared, but they're not. So your mindset's going to play a big part in whether or not you're going to achieve your goals or even be able to complete your self-assessment, right? My spirit, what do I believe in? What matters to me? What are my own personal commandments, right? Your values and your personal commandments matter to you setting your goals, because if one of your goals is improving your spirituality or finding more opportunities to grow as a person, then you have to understand that, right? My knowledge, how am I doing with my education? Did I hope to get a degree? Did I hope to get another skill set? Did I hope to have experience in another industry? Did I want to do a lot more volunteer work and learn how to do new things and reach out to new people? These are all things you have to understand, right? And do this assessment on. My outlook, am I a person who's dwelling in the past all the time or focusing more on the future? Am I looking always in the rearview mirror or looking out the windshield? Think of your life as that car, and you're driving down the journey of life in your car, and you're constantly looking in that rearview mirror. If you're looking in the rearview mirror, you're missing what's ahead of you. You're missing that giant windshield of opportunities and life skills and people you could meet and new skills you could take on, new jobs you could be doing. So it's important that you understand, are you a, rear view person or are you a windshield person? And you have to be honest with yourself about that. Next slide. These are all things that I hope will help you to get started. They're by no means, your list, but there's thought provokers. They're meant to get you thinking. So how often should I review my goals? There's no set timeline. It's whatever works for you. I would suggest you do it at least quarterly, at the most 6 months. A lot of people, when they're starting something brand new, for example, Tamisha, you might want to do monthly goals because you're starting a new business and you need to really track your progress. So you might want to do something more frequently than quarterly. And then as your situation demands, for example, you might go through some life events that are going to alter your goals and your timeline for your goals. For example, you could lose a job or change jobs. That will do a course correction for you. You may graduate from a degree program or get a big promotion at work. Either one of those could, shift your goals a little bit in your timeline. You could get married. You could have some family changes, have a new baby. You could get divorced or have some kind of relationship change that shifts your priorities. Fortunately, you could have a death of someone close to you, which would severely alter your plans. You could have your own personal crisis, mental, physical, or financial, right? Any type of personal health crisis, as Tamisha can relate to with getting COVID, is going to shift your goals and your timeline. You may move. You may be required to move to a new town or city because of personal reasons or for your job. That will certainly adjust your timeline a lot because you're going to have to take time to get, reestablished in your new town. Next slide. Hopefully you guys are thinking of things already as I'm talking and you're writing them down. So, all right. So how do I get ready? How do I even get, established to get this job done and establish my goals? Well, again, we have to do this assessment. Now, I do encourage you when you're doing your self-assessment, talk to some people that know you well. Typically, that's going to be family and close friends, and ask them, hey, how would you say I'm doing in these areas? And where are there some areas you think I could improve upon? So do your self-assessment, but enlist some friends and family to help you because this is kind of a tough step. And getting them to be honest with you about how well you're doing will be a big boost to you, right? And you need to decide what am I truly happy about? If I'm going to change, am I really going to commit to the change, or I'm just going to write down a resolution or a goal and then not really tackle it head on? What's my real timeline? So again, this is part of that being honest with yourself, engaging what you can truly accomplish and what you think is probably in the not being able to do it right now. Maybe some personal goals she'll have to defer because she's going to be wrapped up with business development for a while. And the when, am I ready to take the action now? If it's been a big priority for you for years to take care of something, and this is your year, then commit to that. Say, this is the year, this is the when is now, and 2022 is the time I'm going to move forward, because that's an important item to me, and I'm not willing to put it off any longer, right? And where am I going to put my goals? Where do I see the place where I'm going to see them daily, and that I'm going to get some ability to remember them and focus on them? For most people, they post it somewhere in a place where they're going to see it every day. That could be in an office that you work from. It could be in your kitchen, could be in your bedroom. It's someplace where you're going to see them all the time. Hey, I said my goal was, number one goal was going to be this. Mm-hmm. And so far I haven't taken any action on it. So post your goals where you'll see them, and then you'll focus upon them and you won't forget about them. Now, how do I measure my success? Again, you need to enlist some people to help you here. Get some friends, some coworkers, anyone whose opinion matters to you, and get them to tell you how you're doing. And enlist their support as you go along. Have them help you with your self-assessment, help them establish your goals, and then help them do that evaluation as you move through your goals. I think you'll find that having mentors and people to help you is a big part of this process. Next slide. attraction. How does this work, right? So a lot of this goes back to mindset and being a positive person and being someone who likes to take action, right? The way you do that is this law of attraction principle, right? It can open up a world of possibilities, right? We have the ability about what we focus upon. So an example, if you're passionate about helping people and you go out and find those opportunities and then you engage, that attraction will come to you. More of those opportunities will come to you because people will recognize that you're now someone who's doing that well. They want to be around you. They want you to be part of their activities. They enlist you to be in their sphere of influence, right? But you have to put yourself out there to gather that attraction force, right? I know this sounds a little odd, but it really works. If you're positive and you're engaging in life in those areas where you wanted to engage, you'll find that opportunities will come to you because of your positive nature, the power of your mind, your ability to get out there and do things and engage with people of like mind. It will bring more opportunities to you. It's this power of positive thinking. It's a real thing. Elton is always focusing us on that, the power of the positive mind, right? Well, it's a real thing and it can really help you achieve your goals. So keep that in mind as you're moving through your goals as to how you can enlist those kinds of opportunities to come your way. Next slide. Be limited by your own mind, and that's really what it all boils down to, people, is the only person hindering us oftentimes is us, to be honest. So here's the fundamental elements of what we've been talking about. So if you're going to take some notes, you might want to do it now or take a picture of the script bit, but really this is the biggest problem people have is because having the right mindset as they start this journey, having realistic and measurable goals. Let me give you an example of that. So you might say as a goal, I'm going to save money this year. Okay, that's a good goal, but it can't be measured. So you have to put a number on. I'm going to save $100 a week. So at the end of the month, I have $400 that I can either put into my CD or IRA or my 401k or someplace where I know it'll grow me some retirement money. If that's your goal, then put a number on it. And then don't take anything less than that as the number at the end of the month that you're going to put in that place where you want it to go. You need good support systems. I've foot stomped that a couple of times, but make sure you've got people along the way that will give you an honest assessment, help you stay on course. And then if you fall off and you don't know how to get back on the path, they'll set you straight again, right? You need some organization. You need to gather the right resources and then move forward. So don't expect the goals to get achieved without a lot of hard work. Changing your life or changing your goals or moving out in a new direction or doing a better job at things all requires hard work. It's like anything else in life. You have to really commit to it. And that leads to the next one, commitment. You've got to hold your own self accountable. No one can do this work for you. They can help you. They can give you direction, but they can't do it for you. And don't be afraid to get honest feedback and evaluations. I know it's tough sometimes to get some criticism from your family or friends, but you're going to need it. So enlist them to be honest with you. And then be willing to stay on track and don't give up. If you get to a spot where you're not making any progress, don't give up. Just, realign yourself and get somebody to help you get back on track. The important thing is just keep moving forward. You're going to make mistakes and don't worry about it. Next slide. So again, these are the fundamental steps of a goal. So if you're going to set a goal from this meeting tonight, here's what they have to look like. This is the basics of setting a goal. It has to be simple, has to be clear, and has to be very specific. I used that example a few minutes ago about getting yourself better off financially. Well, that's a great goal, but you got to put some boundaries around it. What does that look like? What's the specific amount of financial wellness look to you? How much money does that represent that's in your pocket every month because you did something financially better to improve yourself? It has to be measurable. You have to be able to put some boundaries around it, make it measurable. It has to be achievable. Okay, don't set something so lofty that you can never achieve it. Make it realistic and make it timely. I would say, Tamisha, you may want to do a 2-year plan because you got a brand new business, but for most people, make it about a 1-year plan. and review it and update it regularly. I'd say at least quarterly, but more, I think a more better approach might be every 3 months. So
Okay.
whatever is comfortable for you, 3 to 4 months tops. Okay. Next slide.
Okay.
And then here's some final steps. Okay. And again, refer back to the slides that we already talked about, but just do something, right? Even if you start off in the wrong direction and you hit a few bumps, don't worry about it. It's just best that you do something. Doing the same thing you've always done and expecting a different result is not going to work. You've really got to take some action. But before you write down the goals, spend a little bit of time just dreaming about your new life and what it looks like, you know, developing those short-term goals. If your new life looks like a very different version than your current one, then understand what that is and then try and encapsulate it into some definable goals. But spend a little time just thinking about what that new life looks like. Write your goals down. You always have to write them down. Don't have them in your head. Don't have them, you know, in the computer where you're not looking at them. Write them down, put them on a piece of paper and post them somewhere in your house where you're going to see them every day, or your office. Write down the things that are going to impede you, well, to include yourself, right? Write down the negatives and the obstacles. You might want to do a SWOT analysis. That's a strengths, weaknesses, obstacles, and what's the T for? Threats. Okay. A SWOT analysis is something people do when they're trying to tackle something difficult or new or complex. They'll do this strength, weaknesses, obstacles, and threats analysis to determine, you know, where they're going to run into roadblocks, you know, some things that they need to be prepared for. A lot of salespeople do this too, because there are obstacles to your success and there's threats to your success that you have to understand before you go into your new position. Write down your negatives. Okay, this is important. Write down all those things that could stop you, right? Whether it's financial, personal, your own mindset, maybe dealing with suppliers that are unreliable, whatever those obstacles, write them down. And then guess what? Throw them away, because you're not going to focus on negatives. You're going to focus on positives, but you need to at least recognize that you've looked at them, you stared at them, and you said, okay, I'm not going to let that stop me. At least write them down and then throw them in the trash, right? Then you develop an affirmation statement. This is something you'll see daily, right? It could be on your refrigerator. It could be a sticky note on your computer. It can be on your windshield or on your steering wheel of your car, right? And an example of this might be, I'm getting stronger and better every day. You need something to stay motivated. And I would say this is more important than anything else. Find that affirmation statement that you think works for you and keep focusing on, because there's going to be days when you're going to feel like a failure, people. You know, it's going to happen sometimes frequently, sometimes more frequently than you want to, right? So the affirmation statement will make you feel better that you're doing something. You may be making mistakes, but at least you're putting yourself out there and you're taking action in something that you knew you always wanted to do. So I hope this has been helpful to get you kind of started on the path. We're going to do a series of these goal setting exercises, but I just kind of wanted to throw out a few themes tonight and get you thinking. So thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. And there's my contact information. I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you so
Thank
much, Donna. Really,
Oh,
really
shoot, what
appreciate it.
happened?
I really needed that too. We'll do this as a live. I think I can do this on Facebook. So let me know when you're available so that you can be part of the global community. So Elton?
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No
First,
problem.
any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have a plan for the year? Have you put your business plan together?
Yes, I put my business plan together.
Yes.
I
So
haven't.
you should call Donna. Maybe she can help you with the business plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to start tonight's blessing with a pot of issues. So I want you to think, if you will, with me, challenges that you see forward going into the year. It's okay to have challenges for the year ahead, and we need to identify, articulate them, and mouth them. Because once we do that, we will find alternative options for us to find ways to overcome them. Because once you've identified what your obstacles are, then you could identify how to overcome them. You know, and this is real, you need to know this. Every obstacle has an equal and opposite solution. Every obstacle has a solution. And see, and do you believe that? Do you believe that? Do you believe that every obstacle has a solution? And so we're going to sit tonight and we're going to cultivate what those are. And we're going to use our collective resource of energy. And we're going to pull our solutions together for each and every one of us, each and every one of us. And so I need you to think about what that is. Really, really, I need you to think about what that is. And we're going to identify and articulate what that alternative solution is. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. First, I want you to do this with me. I want you to rub your hands together. Rub your hands together. Rub them till you feel the friction and the heat. Rub your hands together. Rub your hands together. Feel the friction and the heat. We're going to do this for a minute or two because in our effort to do this, we're sharing the generosity of God's grace, his wisdom, and his benevolent power. And God has the power to solve all of our problems, all of our problems. Now, this is no hocus pocus. It's really not. It's really not. I mean, I feel you each. I feel each of you. And so after this, now take a minute and put your hands to the screen. Put your hands to the screen. You know, you're sharing and showing the generosity of God's incredible capacity, his power, his victory, and his in-depth, you know, serendipity. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Now, back away. Now, I'm going to take a minute and we're going to see how this works. Now, I want you to, any of you know the word traction? Traction.
Yeah.
You know the word traction. If you've ever driven in the snow and you keep pressing the gas button, but you don't seem to be getting nowhere, you know,
Right.
and you're looking for some traction where, you know, it's almost like the weight in the back, it settled down and all of a sudden you mash the gas and go. You mash the gas and go. And, you know, and so this is what we're pulling forward to here. Our traction. Our traction won't take much and it'll get you a long way. Get you a long way. And so now the blessing here is that God's traction, how phenomenal it is. And you need to know this, that God doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't make mistakes. You know, you don't have two hairs on your head that are the same. Not a single hair on your head is the same. There's no copy. You are one and single. You are one of a kind. You're one of a kind. God made you for special purposes. He put his finger and his mark of specificity on you. You have a destiny to fulfill, a capacity that's enormous, and the capacity for victory is yours. And I need you to claim that victory. Claim the victory. Say, I claim the victory today. I claim the victory today.
I claim the victory.
I claim it.
I claim.
So now that item that was an issue for you, I want you to drop it in our bucket. I got a bucket right here. Just if you will, just take it and put it in the bucket. Put it in the bucket. Put it in the bucket.
Put it in the bucket.
Put it in the bucket. Now, okay, put it in the bucket.
Come on, Donna, put it in the bucket.
Now you're gonna see.
Put it in the bucket.
You're gonna see how amazing this is.
Yeah.
You're gonna see how amazing it is.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say a prayer, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna revel in God's enormous benefits for us. Let us pray. Divine and eternal God, we thank you for your grace and everlasting mercy. We thank you, dear Lord, for every person under the sound of my voice. We thank you for their power, the capacity, their brilliance, their capability. And dear Lord, we know that you made them special. You made each one special, dear Lord. And we ask, dear Lord, that you would keep each one safely, dear Lord, securely in the hollow of your hand. Protect them from all hurt, harm, and danger. Dear Lord, we ask for healing if they're sick. Dear Lord, find us a breakthrough, dear Lord, that they can be healed from. Dear Lord, find them, Lord, a blessing, dear Lord, to give them prosperity for the year ahead. We're counting on prosperity, dear Lord. And you said in your word that all that we needed to do was ask and you would bestow unto us. And we're each and every person under the sound of my voice expecting a great year, a great breakthrough year. And then, Lord, they've each named issues that they need a breakthrough for. And we know that you're faithful to bring it now. We know that you're grateful, dear Lord, to bring it now. And we're expecting the victory, expecting the victory, expecting the victory. And as we receive the victory, I want you to shout, hooah, 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 hooah. That obstacle is hooey. That obstacle is hooey. Your victory is forthcoming. It is forthcoming. You will have the victory. You will have the victory. And in his name, we praise you. We thank you. And we thank you for this year ahead. How incredible it's going to be. How incredible it's going to be. Dear Lord, you need each and every person under the sound of my voice. And we're receiving now your tremendous victory, your breakthrough victory. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Bless the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. No. We ain't done yet. Now, just like you know you're special. You know, do you know you're special? I need you to know you are special. And you know, and the people on this call, you're special. And there's nobody like you, nobody like you, nobody like you. Can't nobody do what you can do. Nobody can do it like you can do. And you need to know that we're praying for you and your family and your business, that your business will yield to you all the fruit, the benefits, the food, the housing, pay your bills, and take care of you for the year ahead. Now, I need you to be mindful of this. And also now, and when you get up in the mornings, we don't have time for naysaying nonsense. We don't have time for that. You need to get up in the morning. I'm special. The Lord has said I'm special. And there's no two hairs on my head that are the same. And I can overcome any challenge. And just like there are obstacles, there's an equal and opposite super solution to any challenge I face. And so I'm counting on the Lord to deliver that to me. And I'm counting on it to be automatic and incredible. And also understand that we're yielding a prayer of great health this year. We're expecting great health. We're expecting great prosperity. And we're expecting to see you all that way. And so this is an amazing time, an amazing time. You are all so very wonderful in your own way. Now understand now we're also yielding a special blessing of traction. Where everybody else is moving along, just pooting along, you're going to get down the road. You're going to get down the road. It's going to be a clean ride. It's going to be a great ride. And it's going to be unbelievable. Unbelievable. I need you to believe that with me, because I believe it for you. And I believe that, this is an amazing time. And when you get up in the morning, if you'll just look in the mirror, smile, green lights all the way. If you'll do that for me, you'll get up in the morning, you look in the mirror, green lights all the way. Green lights all the way. If you shout it and believe it, and it will be so. It will be so. It will be so. I thank God for each of you. I love your spirit. And understand that, there's nothing that you can't overcome. Nothing you can't overcome. Hey, I lost 20 pounds 2 weeks ago. 20 pounds. And so I'm excited about, I was telling, and I'll tell you this quietly, I think we had a program, and I was telling people that I needed to hire 10 people, and I needed 250 grand. I got a notice in the mail, that, and there are 2-3 portions like that. And I've sent my documents in, and the return looks like it's about 900 that's coming back. 900 that's coming back. So I give God the glory, the praise, and I know how good he is. I know how good he is. Now you need to believe that the Lord's got something special planned for you. Got something special planned for you. So those obstacles that we put in this pot, they'll hooey. They'll hooey. They're hooey. And so, you know, your God is going to bless you. God is going to bless you. God is going to bless you. So in the morning when you get up, you know, so, you know, and green lights all the way. Green lights all the way. So I want you to know we love you. And I'm so thankful that you've joined us this evening. And I'm excited about tomorrow for you. And I want you to get excited too. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I don't care what you're looking at. I don't care what your obstacles look like. I need you to really think and believe that tomorrow is going to be all yours and more. All yours and more. So just be encouraged. You know, you don't know what's around the corner, but you got to turn it. You got to turn the corner. You don't know what's around the corner, but you can't be afraid. You got to turn the corner. Turn the corner. So are we turning the corner tomorrow? Yeah. Way to go, Nancy.
So the goal today with Donna, that she said that you got to put them on the wall, put them everywhere. Elton is manifesting that every single one of us will get those goals achieved.
Yeah.
So make 2022
Right.
your special year. And
right.
when you put those goals down, feel confident, because if you don't believe, you will not receive. So you got to believe that those goals are going to happen. And he's prayed for the manifestation.
Right. So it's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year. I believe it. I don't care what business you're in. I'm excited about the year ahead for you. And I need you to be excited too. And you know how it is. Your excitement speaks to the issue. And if you really, really believe it, you scream at the challenges. Scream at them and watch them fall away. Watch them fall away. Watch them waste away. They'll drift into, just nothingness. But it's on you. It's on you. So God be the glory. To God be the glory. So this was a short profile tonight.
Yep.
And we are coming back again
on the 24th.
On the 24th. And we'll have more for you. And we're praying for you. At any time you need to call us or chat with us or ask us questions, feel free to do so. Brightside Global Trade TV. And we're here to be your comrade, your ally, and in every single way. And if you need prayer and anything like that, call us. We'll be here to serve you that way.
Yep. So thank you for joining. You could have been somewhere else. We invited a lot of people today, but you showed up. You got the blessing. And that's important.
Thank you, Sebastian, for joining us.
Yep.
Thank you for Donna for being with us. Tamisha, thank you for being with us. Lakeisha, thank you. And we're excited for you. And Miss Ernestine Wooten and Nancy, thank you so much. You're so special. And we appreciate you all.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you now. And there's not a thing you can do about it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Love you. And there's not a thing you can do about it.
Thank you so much,
Sebastian,
guys.
also, I need to get your email so I can add you to our list.
Yes, ma'am. I'll
I'm
send that to you right now. And I must say, this was amazingly refreshing. Sometimes it's just the positivity and the message that needs to be delivered. Sometimes it's that needed to happen. And I took my notes today, and in this notebook, okay, I went back and I had my goals for December 31st to 2020. Now, every day that I wrote them down, it was my goals, okay? And then it was the Sermon on the Mount, okay? And then what I needed to do to acquire my goals every day. And the part about the Sermon on the Mount, which, seek and you shall find, ask and you shall receive, and all that becomes manifesting. Okay, because you guys were talking about it before, which is something that as a believer, I know that, believe and you shall receive. And that's amazing to hear. And I appreciate you guys for it. I'm going to write down my email. Thank you guys so much. I mean, I don't know you guys, but I appreciate you very much. Thank you for coming into my house tonight. And hopefully I get to see you guys again very soon.
Yeah.
You're very welcome, Sebastian. God doing some great things even now. I can hear the wheels turning for traction. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So this is a 2-part series, and we'll be giving out certificates at the end. So the second part is that you have to get together with Donna 4, and she will complete the second part, review your goals or your business plan. And then when she says it's a go, I'll issue out certificates to each of you. So she'll be reaching out to each of you. Thank you so much,
all right.
and have a blessed day.
God praise
You
you.
Thank you.
God praise you.